Hey guys, in this video we're gonna look at some market cap for some of the Bitcoin and Ripple and Ethereum and Cardano and Bitcoin Cash that are moving up and down. There are some crazy gains out there in last few weeks, especially names like Ripple, Cardano, Stellar, NEM, Tron. Like those are some outrageous gains in last 1 week or 2 weeks. I personally think there are some really valued coin out there. Bitcoin would be one of them. Ethereum would be another. Cardano is pretty good coin, and it will be like even better long term. Litecoin is undervalued, in my opinion, right now. So there are some good undervalued coin in top 10 for longer term, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. A lot of attention has been going into altcoin recently. People just see that if they can turn those few cents into like a dollar or two, they want to jump onto it. Like, some of this project, I mean, I'm not saying anything negative about Ripple or like Cardano, or like Tron or Stellar. All these projects seems to be good, and obviously they are making a lot of traction. I do have a lot of this altcoin. I do have position in Ripple. I have position in Cardano. I have some position in Tron, and a few more. But what I'm trying to say is, these gains are coming up at extremely fast pace. So let's look at the chart of Ripple. Let's try to pick on Ripple a little bit. Nothing is wrong with the Ripple project. It's an excellent project, but I'm just trying to give you my insight from the technical standpoint and what I am looking for a long-term sustainable growth for any coin or any project. So Ripple kind of broke out in mid-December, like early December. Started breaking out, and it went up, then it nicely consolidated. This is where I actually bought Ripple. I added a couple of position here in Ripple right around this price point. So let me give you like one strategy that I always use, and a lot of people, at least the people, professional traders out there, they use it a lot. So let's say if you have $1,000 that you want to invest, don't try to invest that whole $1,000 in one go. What I'm trying to say is not to break down your investment into like 2 or 3 segments. So let's say if you have $1,000, so you want to invest that $300 at let's say 77 cents, and another like 300 at like some other price point if the market is coming down, or if it's breaking out of that intermediate highs. So you're adding on to that position. So it will give you a better price point and average for that coin, and instead of like buying all in one go. And that is usually not a best strategy, because it's pretty much like going to Vegas and like throwing some money out at on jackpot or something, so whatever, like so this is not Vegas. This is not like you want to make an educated guess. You want to it's still a guess. Nobody, if someone tells you that they have this to the science, they are lying to you, or they are lying to their self. So this is whoever tells you that they know what's going to happen, either they don't know, they're flat out lying, or they're just lying to themselves that they know what's going to happen. So what you can do, or what we can do, is actually prepare ourselves for any of the upside or downside. So that's where, like breaking that your investment into smaller segments and getting the best price comes handy, and having some of the strategies like buying into the breakouts, And let's say if you bought into the breakout for Ripple right here, the breakout would have been around 85.90 cents. So let's say if it breaks out 85.90 cents mark, and you add to that position, that's a good strategy, because it's breaking that high for the Ripple, and you're buying into the strength. So that usually works. And then you can put, you put some, you move your stop losses at the same time. You want to make sure you're locking in your gains. I mean, as much you believe into the project, as much you believe into cryptocurrency, as much you believe into yourself, you still want to put those stop losses into place, because God forbid if something happens tomorrow, it breaks down, and if the whole market tanks, then you're at least securing, you're locking in your gains, you're locking in, or you're getting out at lower losses compared to others. Let's say if you have your stop loss set at 20% or 15%. I mean, this is very fluctuating market. So stopping, the professional traders usually have their stop loss around 7% for any of the trading or investment they get into. So at 7%, they will cut their losses and they will move on. But since this is a very high high, what do you call it, uh, it's very highly, trading, and it's a very volatile market right now. It's very new. It will, you can set those stop losses around 10 to 15%, or even higher if you have capacity to absorb 20% loss. So and always take out those gains. So let's say if you double your $1,000 investment, then make sure you're taking out your original investment of $1,000. There is no ifs and buts. You always take out your initial investment. If you put in $1,000, once you make your 100,000, once you make your 100% gain on that, make sure you take that $1,000 out. There's a old saying in stock market is, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs, they get slaughtered. So you don't want to be pig, or you will get slaughtered. Trust me. A lot of people have come before us, and a lot of smart people have come before us, and they've been in this kind of situation. They have seen that .com era bubble and crash and whatever you want to call it. So you don't want to be part of that. You don't want people became overnight millionaires during .com, and next day they were broke. They were bankrupt, because they were buying and trading on margin, because I mean they were seeing unrealistic gains, and everything is rosy, nice and good until it lasts. And everything that must goes up must come down. So you have to realize this thing, buying right now, is it's not really advisable. I mean, you might see this thing might go up to $5. That can happen. No one can predict it. Honestly, that could happen, but that's a very high risk. The better strategy, and is to let it consolidate, let it come down a little bit, let it consolidate, and then you buy it, build your position, and then it will have a great run. That it's more sustainable, rather than just keep going up and up and up, and then it will crash. It will just boom, it will come down, because there will be panic selling, right? So you don't want that. You want a sustainable growth. So this is to a lot of cryptocurrency investor out there too, that don't just blindly keep on buying things. Let it consolidate. Even if it's the best project that you have heard of, let it consolidate, and then let it then build your position. So I will show you one that I really like right now. It's consolidating pretty nicely. So let's go to that. So this is the one, Verge. I added some position into Verge Let's look at 3 months chart. um, so I started adding some positions into Verge recently. I bought it around, like, around 14 cents. The first position I had around 14 cents, and then I recently just bought additional position a couple of days ago. And this is, like, it went up. It broke out like a lot of other altcoins. It went up, um, up. Then it came down, nicely consolidating right now. So I feel like this can go up. I feel like this is a good project, one of the good project out there, and it can definitely go up. But at the same time, I will be watching this closely, because I don't want this to come to a level that it can go below 10. And if it even does, I will be adding more position. This is one of those good project, and that's why I did not go all into this project. I have certain amount set for Verge, and I did not go all in. So once if it comes down below 10 cents, I will be adding more position. But right now it's nicely consolidating, and in few days you will see this is, like, with the rest of the market, because a lot of money is going into Cardano, a lot of money is going to Ripple right now, and those money will come out. Those money, people will start taking those gains. Like a lot of those gains will come out. So people are selling their Bitcoin and buying into Ripple and Cardano. So those are the things that's going on. So, but for near future, altcoins are looking very promising. So just to recap, a lot of, like, the major coins out there, the top 10 out there. I feel like Bitcoin is really undervalued at this point. Ethereum is undervalued. Litecoin is very undervalued. So there's a lot of money that's going into altcoin rather than the one. They were the original pioneers of cryptocurrency. That being said, there is always an opportunity out there, and hopefully we can all find it together. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I will be posting more videos in upcoming days and months, so please stay tuned. And please tell me what you want to see in upcoming videos, any technical analysis or any market analysis. I will be more than happy to walk it through, and we can ride this crypto crazy ride together. All right, guys, thank you. Bye.